Okay, so hey guys, so today's video is going to be my February favorites video. It is pretty late at night, but I still really wanted to shoot this video while I was wearing this shirt because this is a new Lady in the Tram shirt that I got from Hot Topic. I will be posting my entire Disney clothing collection at some point within the next like 2 weeks or something. I just have so many videos I'm trying to record because I've just had so many ideas lately. Like I hate when you're like in a creative rut, and then it also sucks when you have like so many videos that you want to post, but you feel like if you do, then you're just going to run out of content again. But favorites videos are something that I can post every single month. So yeah, I'm just going to get into it. So I want to talk about eyeshadows first, just to get those out of the way. So, you guys know that I've been testing out a couple of different eyeshadows this month, a couple of different formulas, and I really have fallen in love with all of them. And I still haven't hauled these yet, but I am planning on ordering quite a lot of online makeup at some point. I just haven't been able to yet because I did, do two Ulta hauls and like a little bit of Sephora as well when I posted my last two hauls. So that's like kind of a lot of money, but also at the same time, I was taking advantage of my discount from Ulta, and I did pick up quite a few products that I've been enjoying this past month. But I want to pick up more stuff from ColourPop, which is actually coming, and then stuff from Lime Crime, stuff from Makeup Geek, and stuff from Juvia's Place. So I'm just waiting for my tax return, and then I will haul all of this. But I really wanted to mention these because I would be lying if I didn't say I've been using this all month, because I have been, and I've been testing it out, and I'm just in love with it. And I did mention these in my last favorites video. I just haven't gotten the chance to post the haul yet because the last haul I posted was a Ulta haul. So I am obviously talking about the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I had never tried their eyeshadows before, and I have absolutely fallen completely in love with this palette. It's freaking amazing. I said that really weird. But it's just amazing. Like, if you were contemplating on getting this palette, I hope that you got your hands on it. It sucks that it was limited edition. Like everything else, you can't get your hands on for limited edition. But I was so glad I was able to get this because I wasn't able to get my hands on the Master by Mario palette from Anastasia because that's when I didn't have money. So really happy I decided to get this one, and I have no regrets. I'm really happy I decided to pick up a different brand as well. Because the Mario palette, honestly, I have so many palettes like that. I don't have a palette like this in my collection. These shades are so blendable. It's insane. And they're all so friggin' pigmented. And the lid shades, like the glittery shades, are so gorgeous on the lid. I'm actually not wearing anything from my favorites on my eyes today. I'm actually wearing the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette because I decided to use that today. I think my favorite shade in this palette is probably the gold shade, and this one is Your Majesty. Look at that pigment. It's insane. It looks foiled. It's crazy. And these do not transfer like the Makeup Geek foiled shadows do. So beautiful. And then Noble Woman is gorgeous. Like, when you touch these, they are so buttery. And this is like not even pressing that hard. Like, this is serious pigment, and I'm only going like a little bit like this in the pan. Like, they're gorgeous. Let's swatch one more. I have to do a matte. I really have been loving the mattes in this palette too. And I actually, I think there's only two shades that I haven't used. Let's do the orange. The orange is really gorgeous. So pretty. It's so pretty. Like, it was insane how amazing this palette is. So, not going to go on about it anymore. I am going to haul it at some point. I feel so bad when I post favorite videos and I don't haul them. But you guys know I really like putting stuff to the test before I actually haul something, and I still give you my review, but you're going to get sick and tired of me reviewing this. And I am intending on posting, I put on the packaging wrong, but I am intending on actually posting a review video on this palette, but I have to haul it first before I actually do. I actually have a crap ton of eyeshadow palette reviews that I want to get up. Okay. And then, of course, the next eyeshadow formula I've been obsessed with this month are the ColourPop Single Shadows, the pressed powders. I have like a piece of hair on me. It's like driving me crazy. These are flipping amazing. I know they're in a Z palette, but I don't own any other magnetic palettes, and I'm not just going to throw these out and waste my money on buying new ones. I honestly don't have the money to replace them right now. I know all this crap happened with Z palette, but this is a really old one, and this one's in collaboration with Sephora. So, yeah, I'm not really going to talk about it on my channel. I'm just going to show you the eyeshadows. That's what we're concentrating on, not really what they're in. So I have had the opportunity to test out every single shade this month. I've worn every single shade. Like, I was using these like crazy this past month. Like, anytime I wore makeup, I wanted to use these for at least the first 2 weeks that I had them. And I did wear them a couple more times after that. Oh my God, I think that these are my favorite eyeshadows next to Makeup Geek and Lime Crime. These are like, these remind me of Makeup Geek quality. They're amazing. They're so blendable. I think I might even like them even more, which is insane. Like, the Makeup Geek ones are beautiful, but these are even more pigmented, but they're so blendable and easy to blend. They're so gorgeous. I think my favorite shades is definitely this shade, this really warm crease shade called Note to Self. Like, they're so soft when you dip them in, and they're really good eyeshadows. Like, I was so impressed with the mattes. They just blend out beautifully in the crease. It's a really bad swatch. Let's try again. Really beautiful. And then this matte red shade is gorgeous. This one is called Crisscross. So pigmented, so beautiful. I love it so much. That's such a gorgeous matte red. Reminds me of the Lime Crime one. And then the shade I've been really obsessed with is this one. This has been my new favorite transition shade. This one is called Firefly. It's just a perfect undertone. It's not too fair. It has just enough of like a cooler undertone that it's like a really beautiful like grayish ivory shade, and I've been loving it as a transition. It's like just a hair darker than my skin tone. It's right there. You're probably not going to see it that well, but I've been loving it for like a lot of different looks because it's not as warm as like Peach Smoothie or just hope my eyeshadow looks okay. I still think it looks good. It's not as warm as Peach Smoothie, and I've been wanting to use a more neutral shade in my crease when I wear like different looks that aren't as warm, and I really have been loving it so much. So those are like my favorite one. I mean, I love all of the mattes. They're gorgeous. And then my favorite metallic shades are definitely the first two that I had in the palette. Ugh. And this one is called Let Me Explain, and this one is called Take It Slow. I know they look very similar. Take It Slow is much more of a pinky ivory shade, and Let Me Explain is more of an ivory. I'll swatch both of them for you just so you can see the difference. Look how pigmented that is, like barely touching it. Barely. That one is Let Me Explain. They are so iridescent. Oh, they're so pretty. And this one is Take It Slow. You know what's weird is that when you actually, oh yeah, this one's still pinky. Never mind. Really beautiful. They are so damn buttery. And then, of course, oh my God, like all of them are beautiful. Liar Liar is gorgeous. It's such a gorgeous pinky shade. I can't resist but swatching these. Because I haven't hauled them yet, but they're so beautiful. Okay, we'll save the rest of them for my haul, and then Just in Time is such a gorgeous gold, and Save It for Later is a freaking gorgeous like bronzy coppery shade, and then High Strung is beautiful. I have to swatch this one. This reminds me of the Foiled Shadows from Makeup Geek, but it's like a, look how intense that is. It's kind of like similar to that Colored Rain shade in that palette. Oh my God, so beautiful. I'm obsessed with these. I can't get enough of them. I've been using them like crazy. They're amazing. And then a couple of single shadows from ColourPop. I did also pick up some of their limited edition ones that they brought back for Christmas, and I was like, I need to finally get my hands on these. And they were only $4 each. Like, you can't really beat the price of ColourPop. Like, $4 for eyeshadow. They were running these on promo for $4 rather than $5, so I was like, I might as well get them. This is the first shade that I got, and this was like the most raved about eyeshadow like in 2015, I'm pretty sure, from ColourPop, and this one is called Koosh. It's really, really gorgeous on the lid, and I always have people ask me like what shade is on my eyes when I wear this. Really gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to wear it again. I've only worn these ones like a couple of times, but I have used mostly all of them like at least twice. Yes. Sorry, my mom was asking me a question. So the next shade that I got was Thirsty Girl, and this was again the one of the most sought after shades. And then they discontinued these, and then they brought them back because people were so pissed that they discontinued them because they really are gorgeous. And this one is more of like an olivey kind of bronzy shade. Look how gorgeous it is. It's so pretty. And I got this one mostly because of you. Oh my God. I got this one mostly because, okay, it's like too late to shoot something. I don't know why I decided to shoot something now. I just really wanted to wear this shirt, so whatever. So, this one I got mostly because of Young, Wild, and Polished. She says that this is like her all-time favorite ColourPop shade. Koosh was honestly, because of Jaclyn Hill, because she used this in a tutorial once and I like fell in love with it. And then the third shade is Moonshine, and I remember I got this one because of Andrea Mattiliano. I really love her channel. She's a really great YouTuber. She's not as big as Jaclyn Hill, and Young, Wild, and Polished is around the same amount of subscribers as her, but they're both amazing, and she really gives really awesome ColourPop recommendations. And this one is, she's always talking about this one, or she's always wearing this one, and I got Stereo because of her, because I always see her wearing it, and I love that shade. But this was the other shade that I got. So I did test these out this month, and I really loved them. They were so beautiful. Look at Koosh. It's like freaking blinding. And Moonshine is like more of like a matter shade, but it's still a metallic. These are all metallic shades, by the way, but it's like more of like a matte with glitter in it. It's just so freaking pretty. Okay. And then just one more palette to talk about is the Urban Decay After Dark palette. I've been testing this out more this past month, and I really do love this palette. I really do think they knocked it out of the park with the quality with this palette. Again, I haven't used all of the shades on my lid. I really want to use this top row because I actually haven't used any of these on my lid, just these two. I think I used this one once, but I do have this in the Ammo palette. I did use this like in my outer corner like once, but I again have mostly been using these ones. Like whenever I wear purple, I really love wearing these two, and I like mixing them together. And then I've also been wearing this one a lot and this one. So I don't know, I just really like them, and they actually work really nice in the crease as well. They blend out really beautifully. They're so buttery, and I just want to swatch like a couple of them. I'm going to do Druggy and Supersonic. Like, they're really gorgeous. I had a lot of eyeshadows to swatch this month. It's like blinding me. So that one is Druggy, and that one is Supersonic. I really cannot wait to put Supersonic on my lid. I gotta use that at some point. So yeah, it really looks gorgeous. So I gotta wear that one. But I really think that this is replacing my electric palette. But the only thing is that with the electric palette, I could do a full look with it because some of the shades were matte. These are all glitter, so you can't really do a full look with them unless you're like really bold, but sometimes I'm not very bold. But it is gorgeous on the lid or in your crease. Like, you actually can use them really nicely in your crease, like around like to define it more. It looks really beautiful. And then the last eyeshadow palette I have, I've just been using this a lot this past month. This is the Lime Crime Venus 2 palette. I did use it quite a few times this month. You guys know how much I love this palette, and they're just so blendable and so easy to use. I also have been loving my Kat Von D Metal Matte palette like crazy, but I didn't want to mention it again because I loved it last month so much. But I have been using that palette like crazy again. I use it so much for colorful looks because the mattes are so amazing in it that I use it so much. But I really love incorporating these mattes into colorful looks too. Like the shade Filter I really love using for blue looks. And they're all just so beautifully pigmented. I mostly use these 5 shades or these 6 shades. I don't really use these two. I mostly use these ones. I use the mattes like crazy in this palette. They're really beautiful together, and I really like creating a look with these. You can't really do one look with them by itself, but adding these with a lid shade looks so beautiful, like with a ColourPop shadow or with like a Kat Von D shadow. I really like pairing them with the Metal Crush shadows, so this palette is solid. I love it, but I just wanted to mention it because I have used it quite a bit this past month. I feel like this is my most used palette besides the Kat Von D palette and the Color Rain palette, so, and the Urban Decay. So yeah, that's it for eyeshadows. Oh yeah, one more from Kat Von D. It's staring at me right in the face. I actually used this a couple of times this past month. So beautiful. This one is the Kat Von D Metal Crush Shadow in the shade Paranoia. Paranoid. I always call it Paranoia. I don't think she said my name. I think she said Remy's name again. Anyway, sorry. So this one is Paranoid. It's a gorgeous electric blue shade. It's just beautiful. And I've been using this a lot when I wear like my Frozen shirts, and I just think it's perfect to wear with those. And it's gorgeous. Like, if you don't own the Kat Von D Metal Crush shadows, at least pick one up. I know they're a little bit pricey, but they're so beautiful. Or if you can get your hands on the Metal Matte Shadow palette, that one is freaking amazing. And that had like so many different Metal Crush shadows in it. But yeah, obsessed with this. It's so gorgeous on the lid. And it doesn't really transfer too much. I mean, yes, they do transfer, but not as bad as like the Makeup Geek shadows. Honestly, the Makeup Geek ones really do transfer a lot, and I really don't use them as much as like my ColourPop shadows, because like my ColourPop shadows stay intact the whole day, you know? Like, if my crease fades, I know my ColourPop shadow is always going to look good. I just feel like my crease looks a little bit like dirty right now. Okay, so that's it for eyeshadow. Now let's move on. I feel like kind of going in a different order. Oh, I have two more eyeshadows to mention. I keep on being all over the place. Like, oh, I actually have one more. I have a couple more eye products. Okay. So obviously I had to talk about these. These are the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. Now I did test these out a couple of times this past month, so that's why I haven't been able to wear like every single shade on my lid from like the couple of palettes that I mentioned, but I pretty much have worn every single shade from the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. But I did test these out more this past month. You cannot put these on unless you have done your eyeshadow first. You cannot do your face first. I'm telling you right now, because if you do your face first and then you do your eyes and you put this on, there's going to be glitter everywhere. Like everywhere. Like not even just under your eyes, but like around your nose, on your forehead, anywhere that you think that you're not going to get glitter, this is going to transfer to. And it's not because it really falls off of your eye, but like after you like are cleaning it up, you can still see like the glitter particles, and it's like a little bit annoying, but they're so gorgeous that I feel like it's so worth the trouble. I mean, obviously it's going to be better if you don't put on your face makeup first, but I did do that with Kitten Karma the last time I wore it, and it was like all underneath my eyes. I like wore it out when my boyfriend got like my Christmas present, but Kitten Karma, it is a gorgeous gold shade. It's just like insane. I have to like just untwist it like this so it won't like fly off. I kind of hate that, but whatever. It's so beautiful, and these don't sting your eyes. They don't get everywhere when you put them on. They dry relatively quickly, and they are so pigmented. So this one is Kitten Karma. Look at my hand. It's like a swatcher's dream. So beautiful. And then the other one is Rose Gold Retro, which is a gorgeous rose gold color. If I can get it out of the packaging. And this one, oh, they're so beautiful. Oh my god, I want this all over my lid right now. Look at that color. That's Rose Gold Retro. They're beautiful, but just be careful. I take the applicator and I just apply it right to my lid right after I do my crease, and then I just put on it, and I kind of like stretch out my lid and like hold it down so I can get it all over my lid, and then I kind of blend it out. It does take a little bit of work to blend it out, but it does end up looking really gorgeous. It's a little bit hard to do your outer corner though when you have this on already. Oh my god, this hair is driving me insane. But yeah, beautiful eyeshadows, and I highly recommend these. I think these are a lot better than the Urban Decay Moondust ones because you don't need a base when you put these on. They just go on so glittery. Like, this swatch is how it looks on your lid. Like, no joke. It's so opaque. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's move on to foundations. Let's just move on to foundations. So the first foundation, I mean, these are all foundations that I mentioned in my last favorites video, but I've been obsessed with them this past month as well that I just had to mention them again. The first one is the newest one that I had gotten like a month ago. This one is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow 24-Hour Foundation, and this one is in the shade 201 Classic Ivory. This one is probably the closest to my skin tone because I feel like this is the fairest one, and also it's the most full coverage out of the ones that I'm talking about. Like, this is really beautiful full coverage for me, like medium to full, I would say. And it's very hydrating when you put it on. It's very liquidy. And I've noticed that if I don't wear makeup one day, like I wore this yesterday, and I feel like it looked so good on my skin because I only wore it for a couple of hours. Because sometimes when I wear this, after I've worn makeup like a few times like that week, I feel like my skin looks dry when I wear it. But yesterday, I don't know. I guess maybe it was the primer that I used because I used the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, and it looked so nice with it. And this made it, and it made it look so nice and flawless on my skin, but I only wore my makeup for a couple of hours. So, but it was beautiful. I love this foundation. It's not matte. It's like, and it's not glowy either. It just gives your skin like a radiance, but not shiny. It's not shiny at all. And it's not luminous. It just gives it a healthy, natural look to your skin, but it's not matte either. It's crazy. They really like did a beautiful job on this foundation, and I do want to try a couple more drugstore foundations. I finally replaced my Giorgio Armani, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. So the next foundation, of course, is my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup foundation, and this one, okay, this one was in the shade Classic Ivory, sorry. This one I believe is in the same, yeah, Classic Ivory. So I generally pick up the same shade in both because, hello, that's my shade. But this one is definitely a lot more of like a pink undertone. This one has more of like a yellowish tan undertone, like a tan undertone, not really yellow. None of these are yellow because I hate yellow foundations, but this one is the one I'm wearing on my face today, and I feel like this one is kind of the most uneven coverage, but I feel like when you wear your, when you put on your concealer, it really evens out the coverage really nicely. I mean, I still love how it looks by itself. Oh my god, this hair is driving me insane. Insane. Okay, sorry. Alright, I just want to wipe off some of these swatches really quick, just in case if I want to swatch some lipstick. But anyway, it is a dupe for the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, but the Giorgio Armani I feel like is a lot more even. It also just looks like silk on my skin. I can always tell the difference between the two, which is weird. This one is not as long wearing as the Giorgio Armani either. I find that this one kind of fades the fastest on my skin. My boyfriend texted me something really funny, but yeah, it is really pretty. It's just a lot more liquidy than the Giorgio Armani foundation. And all of the like drugstore foundations that I've tried are very liquidy. I guess that's how they make them because I guess that they're just like I really prefer that though because they're not thick whatsoever. But it is the most uneven. I just feel like it kind of like is a little bit like of a different color here and kind of like a little bit lighter here, but then it like all comes together when you put your full face on. Sometimes you just need your full face of makeup on to see how it looks, but it still looks gorgeous. Like, it's still a beautiful, glowy, healthy looking foundation. So, and that one definitely has shine to it. And then the last one is the Maybelline. I can't believe how late it is. It's like 11:45 and I'm like shooting a damn favorites video, but whatever. Sorry. And then the last one is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation Dewy and Smooth in the shade 110 Porcelain. I've been trying this out this month as well. I've worn all of these countless times already. And this one, again, is very liquidy, and this one is more full coverage than the L'Oreal True Match. This one is definitely the lightest coverage. This one's more like a medium coverage, and again, it's so beautiful on the skin. I think this one might be my favorite out of the three because the L'Oreal is not as even and it doesn't last as long, and the L'Oreal Paris is kind of clings to dry patches sometimes. Not noticeable though, like basically like around my forehead really, but this looks beautiful no matter what day I wear it. I really love how it looks on my skin. I just don't like that it's a little bit darker than the other two. It kind of oxidizes a little bit, but other than that, I really do love how this one looks on the skin. So yeah, that's it for foundations. Now let's move on to concealers. We have to talk about the one I was absolutely obsessed with this past month, and I'm still obsessed with it. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and this one is in the shade Fair. It's amazing. Like, you just throw it on. It's so damn hydrating. You just go like this underneath your eyes. Blends out gorgeously. It's so, like, lightweight, and it feels so hydrating. Like, I can't stress enough how hydrating this feels on your skin. It's insane, but it does not crease. It does not crease. And I wear this to the gym. I freaking love this concealer. It's like my new favorite Maybelline concealer. I love it so much. Then the next one, I just recently started getting into again. I didn't wear it for a while because like I didn't love that it creased underneath my eyes sometimes. But now I really have been getting into it again. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer. And this one is in the shade L5 Neutral. And, sorry. And this one is, I really do love this concealer. I, again, prefer this concealer over the Tarte Shape Tape and the Too Faced Born This Way. But I did wear the Too Faced Born This Way recently with my Real Technique sponge. And I swear to God, I think that that's why my eyeshadow would, my concealer would crease faster. It was because of my Beauty Blender. I feel like my foundation and my concealer lasts longer when I use the Real Technique sponge. Like, no joke. This does not really crease when I wear it with the Real Technique sponge. So that's why I've been loving it lately. It just looks so pretty underneath the eyes. And it's very lightweight even though it's full coverage. So definitely love this. And then the last concealer is my Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer, and this one is in the shade 10 Fair. It's so good. Like I said, this one is a dupe for me for the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. It really does remind me of the consistency of it, and I am actually wearing my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer today. I'm not wearing any of these concealers because I just wore the Kat Von D yesterday and the day before because I was loving how it looked. But I did use this a lot for the first half of the month. I haven't used it in like a week or so, but it's so full coverage. It's so beautiful and it blends out really nicely. So, and these are all really good shade matches for me as well. They don't look yellow. They don't look too white. They're just really pretty under the eyes. The only thing with the Urban Decay is that I feel like it can be too light sometimes, but it's still my favorite concealer. So yeah. Now let's move on to just two mascaras. The first one is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I recently repurchased this again, and I've just fallen in love with it again. It's just makes your lashes so long. I swear to God, if you haven't tried this mascara, you really need to. It's the best mascara at the drugstore. It's one of the best mascaras I've ever tried, honestly. It really makes your lashes so long and basically looks like you have false lashes on. It's amazing. And then the other one is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Fallen in love with this again because I did repurchase it like a couple weeks ago and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. And I love the wand on it, and it just really gives your lashes really nice length and volume. It's very lengthening, but it does give you a lot of volume as well. And this mascara is so good. I would compare the L'Oreal Telescopic to it, but this one's even more volumizing. The L'Oreal is much more lengthening. So those are the two that I've been loving. And let's just talk about a couple of eyeliners. The first ones, I think I mentioned these last month, but I really cannot get enough of them again this month. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Slide On Eye Pencils, the Naked Duo, in these shades Zero and Whiskey. Zero is so black. Honestly, everybody talks about Perversion, but Zero I feel like is blacker than Perversion. Look how beautiful that black is. It is really black. And I really like how this one lasts more on my lash line, but I also feel like my Perversion might be dried out because I did use that one a lot more. And then the next one is Whiskey, which is a really gorgeous cool tone brown shade, but it kind of looks a little bit warmer when you apply it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that one. Okay, and then we only have a few products left, just some blushes and highlights and a couple of lippies. So, and then the last eye product I have to talk about, I'm just looking at what's on my desk. Actually, this is one more eyeliner. Whoopsie, it's late, guys, sorry. This is the NYX Treasure Gel Pencil Liner, and this one is in the shade Brown. I like this, I really do, but I don't think it's as good as Kathleen Lights was saying it was, but it does last a really good time on my waterline. I just don't like the way that it applies. It just feels weird on your lower lash line. Like, it doesn't really hurt. It just feels weird. I don't know. And I feel like you have to push it up a lot in order to get the product out. But it does swatch really good, and that's how it looks on your lower lash line. So I did use it quite a few times this past month, and I really did like how it looks. So I'm going to continue to use it more. And then the last eye product is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner, and this one is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, basically the most popular shade everybody has. I only wore this once this past month because I knew I wanted to like kind of wear this as like a lower lash line glitter to add glitter to the lower lash line, so then I don't have to worry about like fallout or like smudging another eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I can just pop this on. It looks so pretty when I wore it. It just added such a gorgeous like dazzle to my under eyes. It's so beautiful. I'm not going to swatch it because it's very glittery, but trust me on this. These are so worth it, and it's so beautiful. Okay, now let's just talk about one bronzer. The first bronzer I want to talk about is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now, this is the first and only product that I've ever picked up from Physicians Formula, and I did haul it last month with my Ulta haul, and this is pricey for a drugstore product. This is $14. I don't think it's necessarily worth 14 bucks. Like, Physicians Formula, why are you so expensive? Like, why is it that the Maybelline Fit Me foundation is $7 and you're charging me $14 for this, and this is $12.99, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and this one I believe was like $8 or $9, so why is it I can get a foundation cheaper than a bronzer? Like, don't you think you can make this around like $7 or $8 rather than $14? Like, I don't know how they're getting away with their prices, and the fact that they only offer one shade and they're charging you that much money. But I got this actually for like $2 because I used my points for it. So I used $12 in points to purchase this. So I basically got it for $2. And that's what I wanted to do. And it is a really good bronzer. It's very natural on the skin, and it smells so good. It smells like a freaking pina colada. And it really reminds me of like a dupe of my Marc Jacobs bronzer. So, and I have been using this a lot for like the gym and stuff to like not wear my Marc Jacobs bronzer to the gym because who needs to do that? And I really have been loving how it looks. I really use this on more like natural makeup days. I don't really use it as much when I'm wearing like more makeup. I really like how this looks with more minimal makeup, and it's really beautiful. Okay. And then just a couple of blushes. Honestly, I didn't really pick up any new blushes this month except for these two. And this one I really have been using a lot. I mean, I can mention my blushes like 10 million times. I use as many blushes as I can every month, so I don't really mention too many of them because I don't really pick up new ones very often, and I'm going to be sounding repetitive every single time I tell you which blushes I use. So I just tried to take out the ones that are new and tell you guys which ones I like, but I really do like this one a lot. I've been using it a lot. This one is the Too Faced Pompano Peach blush, and this is the only one that they had in the peach collection. It's really, really pretty on the cheeks. I'm wearing it today mixed with the Sparkling Bellini blush from Too Faced as well. I just couldn't decide which blush I wanted to use, so I just mixed both of them together, and I really loved how it looked. It wasn't even too orange. It just looks like a beautiful glowy blush on your cheeks, and I have been using this quite a lot this past month, but honestly, I mean, it smells really good, and it looks really great on the cheeks, and it gives a really nice glow, but this is a straight up dupe for the NARS blush in the shade Luster. They're literally almost the exact same color, like pretty much the same color. And I would say go with this one because actually they're both the same price too. They're both $30. And I was watching Young Wild and Polish's video, and she was saying that NARS's Orgasm was a dupe, and I'm like, girl, you have Luster in your collection, and that one's more orange than Orgasm, and you're saying that Orgasm is a dupe for it, but this is a straight up dupe for Luster. So I got it because of the packaging. I have to admit that that's why I got it. I was very hesitant on getting the peach collection, but because of all the stuff that was going on, but it really is a very pretty blush on the cheeks. And then the other one is the IT Cosmetics Ombre Radiance Blush. And this one is in the shade Je ne sais quoi. I want to show it this way first because it's so pretty with the ombre and everything. I really want to try out the NYX ombre blushes at some point. Like, I feel like I still want to pick up more drugstore products to try out. I've just been so obsessed with certain drugstore products. Like, I don't know why I only picked up mascaras from the drugstore and concealers when I really was, like, missing out on, like, hidden gems from the drugstore. But this is really pretty on the cheeks. But to be honest, I've actually only used this once this month, but it's so pretty on. It's such a pretty, like, pinky, peachy color. It looks more pink on the cheeks, and it's just really pretty on. And then let's just talk about a couple of highlighters. I have to mention this again. It's insane how much I end up using this glow kit, but I have used this like crazy this past month, and this one is the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Whoa! Why do I keep on dropping everything? Oh, sorry. So this is what it looks like. You guys obviously know what it looks like. It's amazing. Like, I am obsessed with this palette. And I told you guys that this was going to be my winter palette, and I've been using it like crazy again. You can see how much of Blue Ice that I've used. I pretty much use that shade every single time I use this palette. I really love using it, mixing it with the other shades, and I wear all the shades in this palette. I don't wear Star and Blue Moon as often. I pretty much rotate between those 4 shades. Blue Ice, Purple Horseshoe, Lucky Clover, and Pink Heart. I love mixing Pink Heart and Lucky Clover. I love mixing Blue Ice with Pink Heart. It's really beautiful, and they're gorgeous. Honestly, like, I didn't think I was going to fall in love with this palette as much as I did, and I wear it, like, a lot as, like, a beautiful, frosty highlight for the winter, and I just think it's a perfect winter palette. I'm probably not gonna wear this in the summertime, but yeah. And then one other I have to mention this. I know I mentioned this so much, but I would be lying if I didn't say I use Champagne Pop so much. I use it like 3 times a week. I'm wearing it today. Like, it's always the first highlight I grab for, and I love it. I love it. It's my favorite highlighter ever, and I've been working on hitting pan on it this past month. Of course, like, I've been working on it for the past year, and I love it. It's gorgeous. I don't really have to ramble on about it. You guys know it's my favorite. And then again, I think I did mention these in my last favorites video. I really love mixing these 2 highlights together. The NARS Dual Intensity Blush in the shade Jubilation, and the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the shade 2, the gold highlight shade. I really love mixing these together. They look so pretty together. Even though they do look similar with the gold, this one's more of a yellow gold, and this one's more of like a regular gold color, and they're gorgeous. I love them together. I'm not going to swatch either of them. And almost dropped it. Come on, Caitlin. Come on. Come on. And then the last face product, I forgot to mention one contouring powder. I've just been using this a lot the past week or two. I really have been enjoying the MAC Sculpting Powder in the shade Sculpt. I know, so original, but it's just so pretty with like any look. And I use the blushes in this palette constantly. I love them. Peaches, Sunbask, Trace Gold, and Fleur Power. They're amazing. But this Sculpt shade is just such a perfect undertone. It's not too pigmented, and it's such a pretty, it's not too gray either. It's like a perfect shade for contouring. I love it so much, and it blends out beautifully, and it's just not too chiseled. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's move on to lip products, but I just want to mention one face spray, the Urban Decay Quick Fix Prep and Priming Spray. I've been loving this past month as well. I just love how hydrating it is on your skin, and I really like that it has coconut water in it. It just does a great job of hydrating your skin. Love it. Okay, and then for lip products, there's not too many because you guys know I'm not too repetitive when it comes to using lip products. I try to use as many lip products as I can every single month. I really wanted to mention these first, though. I know that these are very controversial right now because people are like, I hate them, I love them, I don't really like them. I'm kind of the person that likes them. So I'm talking about the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipsticks. And I don't think I mentioned these in my last favorites video because I really wanted to test them out more this past month. I didn't want to just be like, oh, I like them. I'm not exactly sure if I did or not. But I actually do like these. They honestly are not the worst liquid lipstick I've ever tried. The Girl Lactic ones are still my absolute, are the ones that I hate the most. I hate them. I really do. They're the most drying lipsticks I've ever tried. They don't stay on your lips. They peel like freaking crazy. I hate them. These do not do that. They don't do any of those things. But I just feel like they go on unevenly. Not this one, though. This one does. This one is in the shade Back Talk, and this one is in the shade 1993. Now, these do have their pros and cons. It's not like the best liquid lipstick I've ever tried, but they are comfortable to wear. They are pretty relatively comfortable, especially Back Talk is very comfortable. But this, I feel like the pigment kind of fades on your lips a little bit if you wear it for a certain amount of time, but it is very pretty. And if I swatch this, it's probably not going to come off, but I still really love the color. It's just a really beautiful, like, mauvey pink. And then 1993 is a really gorgeous brown. And this one is very tacky. Like, it doesn't exactly, dry down. It just stays tacky on your lips. Like, it kind of sticks together when you wear it. I don't know really why it does that, but that one is 1993. But it's such a gorgeous, like, chocolatey brown shade. I really have been loving this one. I definitely like this one over this one because the color does not fade on this one. I really do like it. This one kind of looks like a little bit wrinkly after like a few hours, but it's nothing too bad. Like, it still looks normal on your lips, like from a distance. And then the other two products, I mean, I did try a couple of newer products this month, but I really wanted to shout out this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Molly. I wore this like a few days ago, and I wore it to the aquarium with my boyfriend. I told you guys I did go to an aquarium with my boyfriend a few days ago, but that everyday makeup lookbook probably won't be up for a little while. Oh my god, my voice is going from talking so long. But this is so beautiful. This is like my favorite Ultra Satin. I think this is like the perfect shade. It's such a gorgeous, like, lilac pink color, and it looked so beautiful when I wore it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Like, I'm obsessed with this shade. Like, I can't wait to wear it more in the summertime. Look how pretty that is. It's like the most wearable purpley pink shade. Like, it's so pretty on. Like, you need this. I love it so much. And then the last two lipsticks, I did try out two mini Kat Von D lipsticks this month, and I really like both of these. The first one is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Vampira. And I wore this to the city a few weeks ago, and I really did like how this looked. It's such a gorgeous, like, unicorn blood color. and it's beautiful on your lips. I mean, you do have to reapply it, but it doesn't go crusty, and I think I wore this over it actually when I wore it. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did. Or maybe it was Sin. I think I wore Sin. This I wore, I can't remember when I wore this one, but this one is Vampira. Look how gorgeous that color is. And then the last one is the Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Cathedral. And I got both of these in the same set from Sephora. And it is so pretty on. Like, I end up rotating my reds, like, so much this in the winter time. I wear, like, so many of them that I was like, I really wanted to try out some new ones. So I tried out both of these this month. And that one is Cathedral. It's just a really pretty, like, brick red color. And it's really comfortable on the lips. So, and this was definitely pretty comfortable as well. And I wore it for really long that day. I wore it for, like, 8 hours at least. I went to the city at, like, 3. And I came home around like 11:30, 12. So I was wearing it for a long time, and I really did put it to the test, and I really did like it on my lips. So that is it for makeup. And then I just have, oh, 2 lip glosses. Oh, if I didn't mention these, I was going to freaking die. I am obsessed with these lip glosses. Obsessed with them. Like, there is no words to describe how much I love these. These are the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Lip Oil lip glosses. I'm actually wearing one of them over one of the Too Faced Melted Lipsticks today. I'm obsessed with these. Look how good they look. Like, come on. So beautiful. So, the first shade is called Papadone Peach, and the other shade is called Peach Fuzz. They just go on so beautifully. They are so comfortable to wear. I barely feel like I'm wearing a lip gloss. And again, Too Faced just knocked it out of the park with lip products. I really did not think I was going to love these that much. But I love their Le Matte lipsticks. I love their melted lipsticks. I love their melted matte lipsticks. And I love their peach lip oils. They're amazing. So they've been killing it with lip products. And I know I keep on saying that every month, but they're so beautiful. So this one is Peach Fuzz. Really beautiful, like, peachy shade. Obviously, they're all going to be peachy. And this one is Papadone Peach. And that one is the one I'm wearing today. And it's basically, like, the same color as the liquid lipstick that I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Sellout. And then I topped it off with the Papadone Peach lipstick. Lip gloss. And I love the combo, and it's basically like a lip gloss version of that lipstick. So, obsessed with that. And then the last lip gloss I needed to mention was the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade My Jam. I wore this over one of my liquid lipsticks this past month, and it's so gorgeous and metallic. It's amazing. I love don't get me wrong, I still am obsessed with the ColourPop lip glosses. They're amazing too. I feel like those are like my 2 newest obsessions with lip glosses. And I really was trying to wear more lip glosses this past month, and I think I did a pretty good job. But that one is My Jam, and it's so gorgeous and metallic. I love it. And then the last product I have to talk about, because I keep on saying this is the last product, and I keep on, like, trying to get through everything. I always feel like I talk for so long in favorites videos, and I feel like I'm always like, like, I need to get through it for you guys, because I have so many products to talk about all the time. I always think I don't have too many products, and then I ramble on forever, and I have, like, a million products to talk about. But the last product I wanted to mention is a hair care product. This is the Lush American Dream Hair Conditioner, and I got this a couple of weeks ago because I needed to replace my conditioner because I ran out of my Happy Happy Joy Joy, and I was like, I kind of want to try something that's not as potent in the shower. I feel like the smell is very overwhelming when it comes to that Happy Happy Joy Joy conditioner, so I wanted to try this one, and this one has vanilla and like a strawberry kind of flavor. It kind of smells like a strawberry shake, but it's not like overpowering. It's a lot more subtle. Yeah, it says strawberries and vanilla. It just smells really, really good. Yeah, I really like the scent of this. It's not as overpowering as the other one. Woo! It's just like a little overpowering now, my gosh. But The other one is very potent, and it pretty much does the same exact thing as the Happy Happy Joy Joy. I love it just as much. It gets my knots out beautifully, and I did get the medium size this time, so I wouldn't run out of it that fast. And yeah, that's it, guys. We made it to the end. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at CPW819, and my Twitter is PokerFace819, and my Snapchat is PokerFace819. And please let me know which products you were obsessed with this past month. You guys know I always like to know, and I will hopefully be posting a haul very soon along with a products I've used up video, and that is it. So bye, guys.